Good morning everyone and welcome to our phonics lesson today. Now today our learning objective is going to be to recognise the A family. Now I've put this in between two lines because this means this is the sound. It's not the word A, it's to show you that it's slightly different. This is going to be our phoneme family. We're looking at the A family. A. What ways do you know how to write the sound A? How many graphemes do you know? Because remember, when we write it, it's a grapheme. Let's have a look. So we've got the phase 3, A, AI. We've then got the first phase 5, A, AY. We then have the second phase 5A, the one where it's a bit cheeky, they're not allowed next to each other. A, the split one. Now there's actually two other types of A. Now we don't have to learn them, but it's interesting and very useful for you to know now. One of these types is actually the E, because sometimes makes A. How confusing. And then another one, actually just the letter A. Sometimes it doesn't make sometimes it makes A. Oh my goodness, all these different ways to make the phoneme A. So we're going to have a look at some of these today. Maybe we'll realise some of the rules we might need. So I've drawn my phoneme flower. It's got its stem and it's got its leaves and it's got its petals. So I'm going to start with A. What words can you remember that had phase 3 A inside them? We had, thank you monkey, we had rain, rain, let me just bring you a bit closer, rain, that was one of our A. We also had that moving bit of transport, train, remember that doesn't start with a ch. Train. Now, I've got a poorly foot at the moment, so sometimes I'm in pain. So there are some words with the digraph A from phase 3. What do we notice about where they are? That's right, this digraph is normally found in the middle of words. I'm going to say usually, because English is a very, very tricky language when you look at spellings. I mean, we've got 5 ways of making the A phoneme. That's tricky. So usually this can be found in the middle. There are 1 or 2 words where it starts at the beginning, but usually this phoneme is found in the middle. Let's now have a look at our phase 5, our first phase 5. We had A, like in, we had tray, tray, a tray. What else did we have? Can you remember? That's right, we had a play, play. Anything else you can remember? Tray, play. What was that food that horses might eat? Hay. 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 Now what do we notice about these phonemes? That's right. Usually, thank you monkey, usually this digraph is found at the end of words. Usually, because in crayon it's in the middle, but usually it's at the end of a root word. Because if you make it past tense, it'll be in the middle. Right now. All right, let's go on this side. Let's keep this colour. So now we've got our split digraph. 2 cheeky to sit next to each other. We might have game. Game. We play games. Play game. 2 words together. play the train game. 3 different types of A in one sentence. So we've got game. You might also have name or ache, cake. Now, this digraph is also found towards the end of words. You can see here, it's towards the end, but of course it's split. So one of the letters might be in the middle of the split. Right now, these two are where it gets a little bit tricky. You won't find many words with these in as A, but there are a couple. So if we look at this type of A, you've got the colour grey, the colour grey. Sometimes you might see it spelled with an A-Y. Sometimes you'll see it spelled with an E-Y, but they both say grey. What other words are there? Obey. So we obey the rules, we follow the rules. Just like you're obeying the 5 pillars of Islam. So we've got to obey. Now there are some other words as well, but I'll leave those ones there because I've run out of pencil space. Now, and the last one is this A as a letter. So we can see this one again, always found at the end, or usually, sorry, found at the end. This one though, if we have a look back over here, what month are we? April. And is that a digraph A? No. So we've got A for April, or acorn, or what else could there be? April. Oh, what about that food? Apricot. Apricot. So usually, if this one at the beginning, it can make an A. Not all the time though, because also an ant. Might even have, if you're cooking, an apron. Apron. Now you might say, how are we going to remember all this? You don't need to in year 1. I'm just showing you the different ways. If you ever want to write a word with A, have a go. Sometimes it's all about what you think it might look like. If I wanted to write, thank you, monkey. Oh, let me see what's a word that we haven't used. Gate. My garden has a gate. I could try and spell it all the different ways. Now, I know it's not going to be this one because this one's found at the beginning. Gate. So it could either be, it's not the last sound though, is it? Gate. I could give it a go though. It could be gate. In that middle bit. Now this one, at the end, so it probably won't be this one. This one's usually at the beginning, so it won't be that one. This one's usually at the end, so it probably won't be that because there's a t at the end. It could be this one though. Gate. So sometimes you have to just give it a go and then think, which one looks correct? And as I say, in year 1, this doesn't matter too much. As long as you've had a go at one of these, that's all we worry about, because your target for the end of the year is to spell words phonetically, which means any of these could be correct. But I'm trying to help you make the right choice. So think about where they're found. This one's in the middle, this one's usually at the end, usually at the end, usually at the beginning, and this one's usually at the end, but it won't be the final phoneme you hear. This one, the final phoneme we hear is actually the T, because it's good. Eight. So this is the A family today. I've got some activities on the Google Slides for you to go and practice. So you might be doing some word sorting, some matching, some choosing the right spellings. Just have a go. If you're not sure, guess. As long as you have a go, that's all that matters, because we are practicing, aren't we? That's all that matters. You know, if you want to, you might even want to draw your own phonics flower. See if you can make an A family flower. Okay? See you next week.